only interned at Babalaki for 2 days, and don't guys, I mean, it's PwC. So for PwC was a prize that came with being a finalist at the Unilag tax debate in 2016 or so. So when I got that internship, school was in session. OAU has a demonic calendar and isn't like every other school. Our calendar is distorted, by those internal strikes and everything. So when during summer, when normal people are on holiday, or probably still in session, and then we're going on holiday at odd times when well-structured internship programs like PwCs and KPMGs will not be running. So it was quite frustrating. So I decided to defer it till 2018, when I knew that I had some time between 500 level and the law school. So I was following up. So that's another thing. If you apply for an internship, you get it, and then your school is still in session. A very useful tip is that you keep following up, sending messages to HR, just being friendly and making sure that your spot is kept. And then you keep following up and you tell them, this is when you're going to be available, so that the person knows, and then you keep reaching out. So that's what I did. I followed up with Taiwo Udele. I mean, I'm sure you almost even got tired of me until I was ready. And then in March, they called me and I resumed, and it was supposed to run for a year, right? And at the time, I think the salary was I was definitely like a Lagos big boy. Other internships were paying 50K, and there was PwC was a great experience. I was with the tax unit, and the people are super cool. There is this thing, breakfast tax training, BTT, on Thursdays. So you basically have to read a tax news. They can call just anybody randomly, and you'll be on a panel. So you have to discuss this. Just like a mock interview. They call you on channels to come and analyze the tax update. So anybody on the team can be called up to a panel of about 4 people, and then when you give the update, people can then follow up with questions, so that you can clarify and explain what it means and what the implication is for PwC and on the client's businesses. So that was a great training ground for me. That's till today. I didn't do taxation in school, but PwC had my foundation in tax, and it's still useful experience even today on the team. So for PwC, talking about how to secure internship other than by application, it was by participating in a competition, and that was like the Unilag tax debate. And it came with, so you can target competitions that come with prizes like that. I think the tax quiz also comes with internships. There's so many other competitions that come with internship. The moot competition in Kenya, the John H. Jackson International Trade Law Moot competition, comes with internships too. I think in South Africa also. So you definitely want to be strategic about securing internships. So everybody knows the traditional way, which is by applying during the application window, but that is not the only way to secure an internship. You can secure an internship through building relationships. You can secure internship through cold mailing. You can secure internships, cold mailing by being proactive. You can secure internship by targeting competitions that come with those internship experiences, and that's that. So from PwC, I told you it was supposed to last for a whole year, but I was 3 months into the internship when I got called by the Africa Finance Corporation. Now the Africa Finance Corporation as well, it was a sort of like an incentive that came with performing well at the international negotiation competition, right? So again, talking about targeting competitions that come with internships. So at the time, the African Finance Corporation wasn't known to take interns. In fact, I think myself, Faith Oyiwale, and Great, and Maiwa Abiru were the first set of interns, and the only interns they've had, like in a while. And I think they're looking to take new interns, so you should be on the lookout for that one. But we were the first set of interns ever in the history of the corporation. So that was legal interns. Let me qualify that. So they typically take investment analysts and interns in their investment banking group. But for the legal department, we were the first set of interns ever. And that was also great experience. First, you cannot forget the food, like amazing. You cannot forget the food. You can't forget at the end of the internship, it's not exactly compulsory, but there's a stipend. I cannot disclose the amount. It was an amazing experience. The African Finance Corporation, and I know that they will be taking interns soon. So you should call or send me a text to find out more about that one. It's the African Finance Corporation is a multilateral or a development finance institution. So what they do is they have member countries from within Africa. African countries are member countries, and they have so governments of African countries are members of the AFC. They also have private sector participation and funds. So from the pool of funds raised from their members, they provide finance to institutions who are looking to finance and any infrastructure project at all. So the focus really is to bridge the infrastructure gap or deficit on the African continent. So you see many projects along the lines of like railways, bridges, like the Fort Milan Bridge would have been financed by them if it's still up and running. Like any of those capital projects that no single country has the finance to execute would go to a financier like the AFC or the IFC's International Finance Corporation, and that is their mission to provide the finance to bridge the infrastructure deficit on the continent. So that's a massive institution to have on your CV. So the internship at the African Finance Corporation was for 6 months. So I beg you, it was for 6 weeks. It was for 6 weeks, and in those 6 weeks, guys, I remember in 2018, I was interning while the World Cup was going on. So like on every match day that was an office day, right? You just know there's free small chops and everybody goes to like the boardroom to like watch the match. It was always, I can't really explain, guys. Like it is, that's an employer to work for. That's what I'm going to say. So the next internship after the African Finance Corporation was